I'm going to show you the best way to get a fast, healthy bounce. A lot of people, you know, there's all different ways that you can bounce, and these are really old. These are New Balance. I tried to find another pair because they were kind of expensive, but since I've had my toe surgery, it gives my foot a little bit of support. They're a New Balance. I'm going to put these on, and I'm just going to give you a few tips on how to bounce faster. There's been a few people that have been wondering how some of us, including me, can bounce so fast. I went from bouncing from a 10-minute mile down to like 6.5-minute mile. It's taken a long time. And when I was bouncing this morning, it dawned on me. Now, I like to bounce high, come up, do all this kind of stuff too. But I'm just going to show you, if I'm going to come here and I'm jogging in place like this, your arms aren't really, they're moving a little bit, okay? Or if we're going to do jumping jacks, that's slow, or this, that's all very slow movement. Now, in order to do a fast, healthy bounce, the health bounce is your feet are not going to leave the mat. Now, when I do it, to go as fast as I can. Now, the key is you're going to be squatting down a little bit. So I start in this kind of a squat, like right here. So I'm going to be squatting just a little bit. And as I'm squatting, I'm going to be doing this at the same time, a little tuck with my abdominals. I do that all at the same time. And I bend forward as though I'm going to do a sprint, and I'm coming down like this and I'm going to go. Now I'm in that position, and I'm going to tell you right now, when I do this bounce, it's extremely hard. The cardio is so intense. This morning, I can't remember what I got, but it was over 9 miles. But I'm going to tell you what, I was sweating during the bounce, got my heart rate up really good, which I usually have a hard time doing, but not only that, when I got done, I just dripped for 5 full minutes. I could not stop sweating. That's how intense it is. And I'm going to mention one other thing. Watching TV or watching something while you're bouncing, you're not going to get a very good bounce. There's, you know, I mean, you're getting movement. It's like a leisurely walk. It's like if you're walking with somebody and stopping and doing that. I wanted to mention that. So, when I work out, even with my bounce, my entire mind is on my body. And I like to work out, I like to get the biggest bang for my time. I'm not just going to sit here and do this. That's not how I work. I am very hardcore. So when I start from boom, I hit that on my watch and I'm going. Now I'm going to show you. Okay, here we go. So I come down here like this, and you're going to notice that my feet will not leave the mat. So I'm going to start here. Okay, as soon as I hit my watch, it's this. Like that. Go, 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 go. That's what I'm doing. Running my foot across. That whole entire hour, as that's the kind of thing that I do. And you have to lean forward, because if I'm bouncing like this, I can't get as fast as coming down. And I do all different things with it. I might be doing this, or I come over here. These arms never stop. Never. So remember, you're like this. Just like this. I'm already getting my heart rate up. Now, that you're never going to leave your feet off the mat. Now if I do this, it's fun. I mean, or this. If I do this, or this, I'm not gonna get a fast bounce. I hope this has helped, because that's the key. I want you to remember what the key is. And when I'm bouncing, I'm not doing this or this with my arms. My arms are tight like this. I'm working my triceps at the same time. And another thing I want to mention is when you're bent down like this, that's where you're going to get it. Now, I have a lot of experience, and I want to tell you that I am a certified Bellicon trainer. I went to Chicago for 4 days, over 4 years ago, and became trained. And for 3 years, I taught bounce classes 40 hours a week. That's what I physically did, and I found a lot of moves. But if I take my leg forward like this and I lean into it, you are going to get a booty burn, but you can do it like this. And if you want, you don't even have to so much time. You can tap that foot like that. You don't have to bounce both. You know how I'm doing it? That's what I wanted to show you. That's how I bounce so fast. When you see mine on there and it says I went 9 miles, and I've been posting on my page for a while, in my group, and some people have seen how I would say, oh, this is my personal record, 7 miles in an hour, then it was 7.5, then it was 8, and even just this last week, 8.6, and today it was 9 something, 9.45. And when I'm doing that hour, it warms me up for my strength, but it keeps me focused. All I'm thinking about, and this is how I get through to that hour, I'll look at my watch and say, gosh, I got 30 minutes. I want to go do 5 more minutes. And then I get to the 5, okay, 5 more. And then when I get to the end, I'm at 50 minutes, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to quit. You don't know how bad I want to quit, because that bouncing like that constantly is extremely hard. And when I first started bouncing like that, I couldn't do more than 25 minutes of that, and I was tired. And now I can do that hour bounce, and then when I'm all done, I go on to a very heavy duty 2 hours of strength. And that perks my body up, gets me all warm inside, and gets my heart rate up. Because when I do strength, I'm the same way. Point on. I don't have a to-do list. I have my whole mind and body are focused on my body, how I'm squatting, if I'm engaging my glutes. I'm always thinking all about my form. And with strength, keeping my heart rate up. I keep my heart rate up as high as I can. And that's where you're really going to reap the benefits of bouncing and doing strength versus getting up on the rebounder and doing this. And if I'm going to spend time working out, I'm going to put my 100% into that. And I hope you understand that. That's that lean forward. It's just like when someone's going to take off and they're going to run, they come forward like this and they say, ready, set, go. But I go and I stay here. I stay down. And every time I bounce, I'm like this. And like I said, my feet do not leave the mat. So I encourage you, if you are a TV watcher, which is fine later in the day, but give yourself 30 minutes in a day to bounce without watching TV and just focus on bouncing. And you'll be surprised at your stats on your watch if you keep track of it. So I hope you have a good day.